Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's see where some individual stock names are moving. We go to Christine Aquino, Bloomberg News managing editor. I just learned what that means in the world of journalism, and that's a big thing. So now I'll be on better behavior. Christine, what are you looking at here today?
Oh, Paul. Well, let's take a look at Cadence, shall we? That's ticker CDNS. And it is one of the stocks that are benefiting from this new development in U.S.-China relationship, which is basically that the U.S. is now lifting its export license requirements for chip design software shares in China. Really what this means is that these companies that have been supplying design technology to chip companies now once again free to do business in China. And, we talked about Synopsys benefiting from this earlier, but for Cadence specifically, this is important because Bloomberg Intelligence was just warning earlier this week that, its sales in China, which represent about 11% of total sales, they rose at a 15% annualized rate in 2021 to 2024, but then that dropped to just 12% of revenue in 2024. And so had this been the development not been a positive one, then that would have been problematic for this particular company.
What about DuPont, ticker DD? What's going on there?
That's right, Isabel. So DuPont also enjoying an update today. Shares currently up just 1.3% at the moment. And so we have the Financial Times reporting that a number of private equity groups, including Advent International and Platinum Equity, are vying to buy $2 billion worth of DuPont's assets, including the Kevlar bulletproof brand. Is that something you're familiar with, Paul?
Yeah, the body armor stuff.
That's right. Yep. Yeah. So that's one of the assets that these private equity companies are particularly interested in. Bids are expected to be submitted this month, though FT also reporting, though, that DuPont might still opt to keep those brands and other bidders could emerge. But so far, these two are the front runners.
Saw some analyst upgrades as well, Citi and Argus, and taking price targets up and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely,
so the streets, some street action out there as well. All right, how about Newmont Gold?
Newmont Gold, ticker NEM. So that's on the downside at the moment. Shares currently down just a little bit, 0.4%. And, we did get a UBS target increase. So now they're looking at $68 from $60 previously. So that's about a 13% increase from its current trading price. But, they're reporting results later this month. And the warning from Bloomberg Intelligence is that second quarter EBITDA could decline modestly. And, gold's price has been jumping, but that might not be enough to offset the drop in sales. But on the upside, it does have solid performance in some of its core assets, and that could lift its gold output, which means that, the current consensus for EBITDA around $100 to $200 million might be a little low. So we'll see. Later this month, they're going to be reporting.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.